Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're gonna do a short stream today. Kind of being slow today, waking up. Take some time. All right, just setting things up. There we go. Nice. All right. Good morning. Today we're making an area of effect system, basically, where we have this old system where we have a campfire and we have a cooking rack or a food rack. And basically, we want to be able to place a food rack close to the campfire, and we wanted to actually start cooking. The way we did it before was very convoluted. We were trying to connect them with slots and all kinds of things. So I wanted to revamp this pretty quickly, I think, where instead we have this, we have points, which is just a collider of some sort, which is a trigger, and then we call it like a sphere, and we give it an effect, like a fire, for example. And then using other system, we can check if there's an area of effect. Then in that case, we can see and then we can kind of use that for detection. So if I put a food rack close by, I can always check for campfires or for fires in general, actually, and then we can go and see if we find a fire. Then we know that we're close to a heat source, and then if we're close to a heat source, we can just start cooking or whatever we want to do. Or if the player is close to a campfire, then we want to heat up the player, things like that. So that's what we're gonna do. It's a nice way to separate the actual campfire from the heat source, basically. So that's kind of the goal. So let's see. Let's switch over. Before we get going, just quickly, I want to mention, if you're new, you can wishlist our game Far North on Steam. We have about 13,400 wishlists or something like that at this point. The page is a little outdated, but that's fine. Yeah, so wishlist it, please. That's just going to help us in general get detected, get pushed to the Steam store, like front page once we launch, things like that. I really urge you to maybe join the Discord as well. We're going to launch later this December. We're actually going to launch like a super pre-alpha very early of the game on itch, where we just, the idea is to just release it and get it out there so that people can start playing, so we can start building a community around it, things like that. It's just a way for us to not make the launch such a big deal, and we can just get people in early, even if it's broken, we're missing a lot of systems, everything like that. So yeah, good to know, good to know. All right. So I know pretty well what I want to do. So if we check, we can check our campfire. Go to prefabs. We have this temporary thing, which is not very temporary. Actually, we moved it to pieces, so that's better. All right, here we go, campfire. So the way I was thinking of doing it is simply putting it, we enable this whenever we run the campfire, which means we could put an area of effect thing here as well. And it's using the heat source behavior. So if we look into that, we have some extra things here. So on heat started. Let's see here. Yeah, we can subscribe to it. And what do we do there? We just play the particles, which is fine. This is totally fine. No worries whatsoever. So in that case, in this case, I don't think we even need to like do anything on active change. Like we have some events here, but this is more about the campfire or the heat source, and we do checks if we can do things, which is fine. Yeah, so we actually don't really need to touch the heat source. What we do need is, of course, that we're probably gonna subscribe to this on something else, which we don't need anymore. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the cooking behavior that I was talking about. Right now we do this convoluted thing where we hook into things. Actually, this... No, it's not worth it. I was thinking if we could put events and things, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. I was thinking that what we could do is we could do a detection. And then once we've detected an area of effect, we can just subscribe to it and to get it like if it's on or off. But we still need to do the check no matter what all the time. Like we still need to figure out, okay, we're, you know, because we can place another campfire whenever close by or another heat fire source of whatever kind. So I don't think there's much of a use case for it. So for now, let's figure out, we use this here when we attach, right? But really the only thing we want to do is we just want to place it like heat source detector. Yeah, this is so convoluted. There's... So let's just start cleaning this up. Start with that. So we don't need the buildable by slot count. What we do want to do is do like a state. How did you do this? All right, we don't need to care about it. I was gonna track the transform, but we'll use that in a separate because this is still like a piece, so we can still place it wherever we want. So all we need to do is check that everything's fine like this, add callbacks for if it's heating or not. And it just updates the slots, that's fine. If we're the owner, yes, then we have this heat source detector that we don't need anymore. This is overkill. We really don't need this. Just do it like that. Because we run the simulate owner anyways. And we have a cooking slot. Right. And this is just the interactable pieces of it, which is fine. This is, I mean, we could just, what's this timer? Right, we're running a timer here, which is more than we need. There's, I think this is another thing we can optimize later. There's like, we have a system where we can just schedule things so that it runs with the time skips and everything. There's no point in running this timer where we update it. We could just, when it's added, we can just literally register it to a timer, and that's it. And we can just register when it should be finished. And we can even add like an invoke repeat so that we check, um, like we have a repeating event, so we know when it's done. And after that, it's just gonna be overcooked after a specific time. Like we could do that very easily without doing all of this complicated stuff. And the only one that needs to do this is the owner anyways. But separate issue, that's an optimization we can do some other time. For now, we're focusing on the area of effect. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start with. I want to start with. I want to make a new place for it probably, because this isn't really like, it's kind of environment, but also kind of not. I'm gonna make a new one. So I'm making a new folder. Area of effect, which is good because we're gonna have more of them, and then we can do. This is the area of effect. There we go. Your mono behavior, that's fine. We're gonna have a type as well. I want to put it in here. So public enum type, because we want to be able to separate it later, is what I'm thinking. Like we have fire, and then maybe we have something else here in the future, like smoke, or something. I don't know. Water? Nah, maybe not water, but like I'm sure there's many other things. For now, fire. So do we do anything in the actual effect? Not really. We can do this. Require component. Collider. Just to make sure that there's something to detect. And then honestly, the only thing we want yeah, so let's just do this. And then we want to make this the same way that we kind of handle with pieces, which is making them actually using a static method. So we can call this in a nice way from anything. So we want to do this public static. Let's area of effect. We want to return whatever we are. And then we can say is, what did I call it for pieces? Piece behavior. We had a similar one, which is overlapping other. Yeah, okay, yeah. We had the is overlapping. But for this, we would do something like is point overlapping area. Maybe. Potentially. Like that. So now we're checking. We probably want to point, yeah, so we want to vector 3 point. We want to pass in the point. Start with that. And what we want to do is a physics overlap with something that doesn't allocate. So let's do amount, and then we'll do physics dot overlap, and we can do the non-allocating one, sphere. Yeah, and why this is nice is that we don't allocate a new list every time. So if we're calling this from a lot of things, we're not wasting it. So if I want to make like private, oh no, what's it called? I think it's just a private collider, which is like allocated colliders, and we're just gonna do like a, now we can define like we want, I don't think any more than 10 should be needed. Let's do 20, then we're in the clear, I think. And now we pass in the point. Oh yeah, we need a radius. Okay. Float radius, makes sense. Radius, and then we're checking for allocated. We're passing in this, right? That should be fine. No? Collider results. Collider. Should be fine, right? Oh, right. Static, of course, of course. So we, like, once again, we do this. Why do we use this static collider thing with, and what does overlap sphere non-alloc mean? It means that it's not creating a new array every time you're calling this method. Instead, you're using an existing array that you pass in. So this way we're not in memory constantly allocating new things. It's just a convenient way of like not creating too many loose bits in your memory. And then for the layer mask, technically, I think I would just like to put, I know we have the tags. Tag, I think we do the tag thing. Yeah, so we're, this should of course be layers as well. Some of this kind of old, a lot of it is old. How did I do for the pieces? Because I do think I use, when I do physics overlapping, we pass in a mask. And where do I pass in a mask? From here, which is just a layer piece. I don't do anything nice. I capture, right? Yeah, name to layer piece. So that's dumb. Let me do this instead. Like that. Always add it. Yeah, so we can just do it public static. Yeah, public constant, and then we can say, I'm not going to be using everything, but piece, right? Was that it? Yeah, piece. Piece. And then we do piece ghost. And then we do area of effect. And it should just say area of effect. All right, so we have these guys, that's fine. I don't want to do this all the time, so let me do this awake. I just want to cache this once, so let me call it mask, which is layer mask. Get mask. No. Yeah, I want the mask. Right. Yeah. And I need to pass in, so it's going to be layers dot area of effect. I'm going to store this in a field that is a mask. It should be static as well. So I'll just do mask. And I'll only do this if by default you are minimum value. And we just say if mask. So this way we don't, every time we awake, we don't like update this. I can probably do this in a nicer, well, not nicer, but more efficient way. But this is a bit more clear. So if it's not existing, then we just do this thing. Type keyword. Oh yeah, that's nicer. And that should be it. So now we're detecting only area of effects. And then we just do for int I equals 0. As long as I is less than amount. Increase I. So now the question would be, what do we do? I guess this adds a good question. Do we want to... This makes me think that maybe we want to make two of these. So one is point overlapping area, and another one is point overlapping areas, plural. I feel like there's use cases where we actually do want, because otherwise the collider could just be one, basically, is what I'm thinking. But actually, no, because if it's, I'm not sure how that works. We'll experiment. I'm not sure if it handles only populating what's allocated or like what's allocatable, or if it overflows. But what we can do is we can just check AOE, and we just do allocated colliders I get component. We do this. There's a reason why we do these guys instead of type of, because you can do two things in Unity. You can either do it here or here. The problem is if I do it here, you have to do a type check in a different way, I think, and this one is way more like efficient. So we do area of effect. So if the AOE is not null, we know that it's an actual area of effect that I managed to get. And if I do that, I guess I just return it. Probably, yeah. Because we're not really... There's one issue here. Now I'm returning any area of effect, and that feels wrong. I want to only add, like, I want to check for something, right? That's kind of the whole point. If I'm looking for something specific. So I actually need to pass in the type here, I think. Like that. And then here I can do if you're not null and AOE.type. Oh, that reminds me that I need to do here like a public. I don't want to be able to set it. I just want to get it. All right, so let me do this. Public, private, type. This should be serialized. Type. And then I will just make it accessible. I'll just do it here. Public type. What do you mean member of the same name is already declared? No, it's not. Oh, okay, I see. Fine, get type. It's not the best. Maybe AOE type. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe. Fine. Just for consistency. Yeah. And now we can pass in the type here. And we can do an AOE dot type. Ooh. Maybe I don't. No, I wanna be able to access it. Definitely. And if you're the same as type, then we're very happy. Return. Everyone is pleased. Otherwise, return null. Sure. So now we're when we awake, we check, we get the mask if it's not already set, just to make sure we have the same. We don't need this, I guess. So is the point overlapping area? Actually, let's say is point inside area of effect. That's better because now we're checking. So we pass in the point, radius, and type. We get the point, radius, allocate it. We only check for a specific set of layers. We get the amount. If there's more than one, we're gonna try to see if the type matches what we're looking for. In that case, return it. Very nice, very clean. Yeah, pretty much it, honestly. And then for the cooking behavior in here, we just want to make it possible to enable and disable. No, we don't care about this. We should go to the the cooking behavior. Yeah, that's correct. Updated heating slot state. And we do the state is heating, is not heating. Dope. So in that case, we can update the heating state. Where do we call this right now? In this callback. Okay, so where do I call this callback? This is the problem with Yeah, so when a new heat source is detected, we don't care about this anymore. Heat sources. Yeah, we don't care about that. So if I put two... Ooh. Separate issue, but it might be true that if we add one, then we add another. No, it's fine because we're just checking if there's still anyone, then we're good. If not. Okay, yeah. We just don't need this. Source started. This is so convoluted. We don't need this. We don't need this either. Right? We just... We don't care about this. We just call these guys. Very clean. Heat source started, heat source ended. State is heating, and then we... Updated heating state runs on its own, right? Because if we're... Yeah, we do, because we monitor the... Oh, right. Nice. So we're just gonna go to... It's pretty simple, actually. We just do in the simulate owner, we just... Let's add another here, which is private bool. It's a void, actually. Check for fire. That's it. And we do area of effect is point inside area of effect. And I will put cooking behavior. Let's do the position of this. Radius. Within 5 meters. Maybe we can do this for ease. Public float fire detection radius, and let's put it at 5. What? Sure it does. Oh, it doesn't. Whatever. And we can do the fire detection radius, and then I want to type fire. I want to check. And we just do the AoE. And if AoE is not null, if it's null, no, if it's not null, and state, if it's heating already, then there's nothing to do. There's no update return. Otherwise, if... Wait, does it detect changes? Not sure. If it does, that's nice. If it's I feel like in a good let's just see. Basically, I'm not sure if we're detecting all of it or not. But basically, because it would be make us, it would be able to get a super shortcut. We just do this. And that's it. And we would just do check for fire. Maybe update. Wait, we do have the update heating state, right? Yeah, check for fire. That's fine. That's good enough for me. Something like this. So we'll see if this spams it or not, but this is fine because we still do a check. We only check if there's a recipe added in the state, which means we're not gonna get anything weird. Yeah, it's pretty clean. Maybe we'll see. Take a while to compile. There we go. So now for for the campfire, I just want to kind of add another. Let me switch over to the scene. I just want to add another game object. I have some debug things here. Hold on, let me close this one. There we go. This is fire AoE. Ah, good. Sphere collider. So that's already efficient that it complained, which is good. You're a trigger. You're gonna be. I need to add a layer. The layer is area of effect. That's how we did it, right? Area of effect. Yes, good. You're fire. That's all you are. This is good. Probably a pretty good area. Nice. We good? We good? Yeah, we good. Sweet. Save. That also makes me realize that no, it's a trigger, so we don't. We maybe don't care. We'll see. I might need to ignore, yeah, you know what? Let me, basically I probably need to ignore if I check where a layer piece is being used. No, no, okay, yeah. We're getting everything. Everything other than the layer piece. It's kind of weird. Really? Fine. Okay, we'll see. Baby steps, baby steps. We need to fix the prefabs. Basically, food rack is a little. It uses the buildable, which is an old, horrible code. What's this? Monstrosity. This is fine. This is fine. Heat source detector can go to shit. Snap point can go to crap. So much easier now. And let's go to the assets. We're just going to make sure that the... no, sorry. This one, the cooking state, actually extends the P state. That's the only change I need. And we're using the cooking behavior. Your cooking state, good. We're gonna add, we don't need a rigid body. Jesus. And we do a piece behavior as well. That reminds we need me to do that. Yeah, sure. You're a piece. This object only. This is old. I don't use this anymore. If I were to add, I'm just gonna do that for reference. Like, right. There's all these rigid bodies. What is wrong with me? There's nothing to add a rigid body for. Jesus. Probably me just experimenting. But this is, everything is 0. Slot 90. I mean, that makes more sense, right? So the slot is actually a very big part, which is fine. It looks good. This is just a reference, you know. We have this weird shit, but you know. one thing at a time. We put everything on 0. That should be okay. Right. Yes. All right. So we want to go ahead and add a piece behavior. Hold on. Cryptable objects. Pieces. Where are you? I guess it's build. Yeah, this is the things. Oh no. I hate when I accidentally click the wrong things. Here we go. Campfire, duplicate it. I call it a food rack. We don't use the ID, so I'm not sure why I'm bothering with that. Food rack. This never works. Oh, it works for this until I exit the... Let me do this instead. That might be good enough, technically. It's survival. This is whatever, food rack, place, survival, yes, resources. For now, actually nothing. Where's the database? Piece database. Food rack. Yes. We don't do anything with ID, right? Let me check. Nope. Or is it lying? Data name ID. There's nothing with the ID whatsoever. Let's just do this then. There's no point in having that, making everything confusing. Yeah, we don't use this get, so that's fine. Just gonna have to recompile everything later, but that's fine. Might be good. Might be good. And now we just want to add a food rack data. Yes. Save. And you're extending the cooking state. Good, good, good. Nice. We're almost done. In this, because what I did, it's probably good to just open up all these guys. Oh, I did lose it. I hate that. Okay, let me just circle through everything here. There we go. It's just to serialize it, and when I save it, it's gonna detect all the changes because I removed the variable from all the data. Ah, this fucking food rack, man. This is so stupid. I don't get how they can, how it's still broken. Okay, whatever. Prefab. Pieces. Nope. Props. Food rack. But at this point, there's enough so we can actually food rack piece. Okay, there we go. Save everything and compile. Might take a while. So what we shouldn't forget is that we don't want to, we're going to see if it works to just do the setting the state all the time. Hopefully it should be smart enough to detect that it's already not, like it's already what it is, so there's no point in changing it, but you never know. So we'll see. But it should be pretty convenient. Pretty convenient. Very quick. It's a lot of slowness. Hmm. Almost done. lot of changes once this is over. Probably. Yeah. Here we go. Unity is doing its best. It's just very slow. I'm getting ready for breakfast. Come on, Unity. Jesus. Maybe I should have been playing through the game. I have a build that's not very old. What I can do is go to our codec. Let's see. Not sure if this is actually an issue. This is should be fine. This is absolutely fine. I fixed that. Ooh, campfire is not interactable. That's I guess I need to add another remake area of effect system and fix food rack. No, let's pretty high effort, hopefully medium effort, high priority, medium effort, and then for the bugs it's food rack to work with new build system and like that. Medium, it's a high priority. Effort should also be like 2. Technically it's a bug, while this one is a feature. Start working on that. Start working on that. Am I working on both of them? Or do I toggle one? Oh, we're good. Yep. There we go. I don't think there's anything else. Press play. Let's see. I expect something to be broken to begin with, but you know, I have to check the campfire broken thing as well later. Gotta fix this as well. Oops. Cheat God, cheat free. Can I just... Okay, placement seems to be working. Yeah, nothing crazy. Oh, there's a few. Enable timer. Oh yeah, right. No, it makes sense. Because we enable it when we spawn it, it enables the timer. Let's see if it works. If I do item add fly agaric 5. Just want to see. Probably move it upwards, but that's a different story. Empty slot. Okay, this might not be working. It kind of worked. But of course, this should be 0, 0, 0. Rotation should also be 0. Did that not matter? Oh, right. Yeah. No, it's fine. Okay, so we know we want to do that thing. It's not perfect. It should be saying add or whatever, but... So if we check debug, yes, timer is not active. We check the campfire. It's cooking behavior. Oh yeah, I guess I can't see the state, but obviously it's not. It's not. The timer isn't running, so you know we're not running. Now let me place the campfire. Okay, that's not good. It detected it, which is nice, but it shouldn't be starting it. Ah, this was my bad. It was my bad. If I disable it now, does it stop? It does. Nice. It was my bad. Hold on. It's ignore. I accidentally started this, but it should be, that should be active. This should not be active. I don't think I did that though, but yeah. Save. Let me see now. Okay, we're good. Add 10 logs. Let me add 1 log actually. There we go. Item add ember, which is slightly broken. Oh, heat source. Okay, yeah. Well, that's that's a different bug. But that also means that I didn't get to light it up, I think. Yeah. But we can emulate this. You're active. And that worked. And some time passes. This is looking good. If I disable you, you're running. Actually convenient. Oh, you actually stopped, did you? Or did you just freak out? Now you're going. But it seems to be working. If we like ignore the fact that this is being weird. So it takes 2 minutes right now, I guess. So what I want to check is if we're not doing any proper, like it should be saying collect. It's a different, it's a different bug, but like here, if I have this, yeah, usually it works. Now it's a little broken. I guess the collider needs to be a little better as well. But I want to see if this updates it. Yeah, cooked. It's the cooked model. It's the same problem. It places it, you know, on yeah. It should be like that. But it worked. Let me collect it. Are you still going? Right, you are. Which is good, because if it overflows too much, then it's gonna get burnt. So if I disable the fire, then this stopped as well. Sweet. And if I collect you, you got removed. The slot is empty. Good. Worked. Sorry, I'm still calibrating some of the things here. Probably better. Actually loud. Like that. It's fine. But it's kind of working. I mean, this got a little too gray for my taste, but sure. Wonder why this is new. Oh yeah, I need to. I have too much gloss when things are wet. Still, that's a different story though. All right, the only thing we need to fix. It actually worked immediately. The only thing we want to fix is the cooking. So when we add on event, when we add a recipe, add recipe, get the recipe. Just checking. No. No, it's not add recipe. It should though. It is. It's just in the slot state, I think. So in the, if we check here, I suspect we will be. Yeah, it's here we go. When we update the slot state to match whatever we're doing. Model. We get the model. And here we instantiate it with the parent transform. Yeah, here we just want to do shown item model dot local transform dot local position should be 230. That's it. Probably enough. We might want to do, you know what? It's enough. It's enough for now. It's enough for now. Yeah. We have some bad namings, but that's like a different story. Oh yeah, actually, the campfire, there's one more thing. Oh, really? Another reference? Oh, okay. Never mind. Not the campfire. Food rack. So the only thing I noticed is that we're not properly detecting this box collider. So I just want to make it a bit thicker. Like that, because probably the issue is that this was the same width, but now they're not. That being said, I think it's a little overkill to be yeah, I don't think we need this collider. It's just a bit too much. I think that's enough. Yeah. So there we go. We're good. Should be good. What we haven't done is validate it, that it actually works in multiplayer. But since we're running everything through, oh yeah, I want to check one more thing. True. I wanted to check if piece, no, cooking behavior. We ran is heating, yeah. So this one, I just want to check. Yeah, if this gets called all the time or not. That's easy enough to validate. Only place this is getting used is here, right? Yeah. There's a bug with the audio. I'm gonna fix that later. I don't need anything. It's lagging a little bit, which is interesting. We're not getting any hits right now, which is good. Are we? Yeah, we are. Good. Survival. This is a problem though. We enable the campfire. right? You're actually running. Ah, no, we enabled the time, right. Should get rid of that. Ah, crap, right. Add the log. Light the campfire. Oh, this is not good. Why aren't you... We do a particle play. Ah, that's bad. Let's do a... That's silly. Why would we do that? Campfire. Hold on. Ignore. I'm gonna fix the campfire. Instead of doing this, we just do this entire thing. Enable. And then here we just do disable. Yes, yes, yes. Should be enough. Save. Let me destroy you. Let me try this one more time. Should be good. Nothing weird is going on. Campfire is fine. Is it? Yeah. I think so. Item add log 10. Ember. Ah, nice. Called it once. Fire is running. Unfortunately, the particle system does not run. But it should autoplay. So I'm not sure why it's... Ah, play on awake. Campfire. Ignore. Play on awake. Yes. Lag. Oh, wait. Right. We switch states. You're off. Let me try adding another log. Cold ones. That's better. Let me do this. And you stopped, which is accurate. Let me add another log. It's looking good. Point light should always be going. Let me fix that as well. Point light should be active. Like that. Yeah, nice. We hit it again. Cooking is fine. Now we can actually try this. Add one log. Add an ember. Item. Add fly agaric. Let's try this. There we go. Looking good. Timer's running. Let's see when the campfire runs out, which is very soon. Waiting. Perfect. Mwah. Now, how far away can I place this? If I check the campfire and then I enable the gizmo. How far is this? Are we enabling this? Oh, no, we don't. Okay, good. Just making sure. Only thing I'm not detecting here is how big our fire detection radius is. But we can actually play around with it. Like that. And we'll just lock that. And then we go here. We can just debug that. Because we can just check. We can run this like this. Still running. Yeah. It's pretty close. Because we're so over like the campfire. But if I move it, like that, that's better. You're still running one. I think this is close enough still. Okay, around here. How's that? And now the detection is the food rack. I mean, I can just check the model. It's 0.3. And the check now is 1.5. So that's like, I can check actually. Let's do this just for fun. For the food rack, 1.5. Oh, yeah, we're checking from here. Maybe we should be checking from the cooking slots. Wait, this is actually not... It is correct. Never mind. But yeah. So we're checking from here. We should probably be checking from the height of the cooking. So 2.34. 2.34. Yeah. So I'll add a fire detection. I'll do a public transform fire detection point. I think that's the cleanest way, and then we just, for the check fire, we just pass in fire detection point dot position. That's it. So now we're just gonna have a better way to handle it. I like 1.5 is a good measurement as well. So let me put that as a base. Like that. Make it compile. And we're very happy. I think this is a good distance, in my opinion. Prefabs, pieces, food rack, ignore, close tab. I guess I need to let it compile. Last thing, then we're done. I'm gonna commit this and it's gonna be glorious. I can even be lazy here and just put the slot. So I can just do that actually. For this, it doesn't matter. So I'll just do slot 1. And it should be a pretty good place. I'm actually going to do one more thing, which is just draw gizmos. When it's selected, I will do gizmos.color equals color.yellow. Gizmos draw wire sphere at the point, fire detection point, position, and then I will, radius is going to be fire radius, like that. It's just a nice debug thing. So this way we can visualize. It's going to be way easier to calibrate it. Once it runs, you know. I am so ready for food. I'm so hungry. Jesus. Come in. Come on. There we go. Yeah. So 1.5 is a bit better. That's a reasonable detection range, in my opinion. You know what? No. Let me just put like a... Let me do a fire detection point. And place it a little bit more here. Yeah, it just kind of makes more sense. Because I want to detect more things on the ground. It doesn't need to be, you know, perfectly realistic. That's a bit better. Because we don't want a problem where we're placing it in a slope and it just doesn't detect. That's probably good. Save. There we go. Done. Let me commit this. Implemented system and made fire fix it. Fixed. The food rack 2. And now it detects fire. Beautiful. Beautiful. Push it. All right, that's it for me today. I'm gonna finish up, get some breakfast, gonna continue working on this afterwards, but it's gonna be off stream. Just gonna do some small bug fixes and stuff. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's great. I'm gonna try putting videos out there eventually. You know, we'll see. But yeah, join the Discord as well if you haven't already. Wishlist the game, good stuff. Join the Discord definitely because we're releasing the game on itch in this December. So if you join the Discord, then you actually get a notification when that happens. Anyways, take it easy.